Man, can y'all hear me? Hear me pretty good? Man, I'm just thinking about this Kanye West thing. It's just like it's really upsetting. You hear me, Denmark? Thanks. And like I could barely sleep last night because not feeling like, oh, we're losing this political warfare. It's not because of that, because I know we're winning this political warfare, the psychological warfare. It's just the level of ignorance that people could be under. It just mind-boggling. It gets me real riled up. Like offline, trust me, I'll be cursing up a storm. I'll be cursing up a storm. I'll be on my military cursing, if you know what I mean. I was gone for a while. I'm back now. I was working. Um, Times is hard, man. I got to put in extra hours. I ain't tell a lot of. I hadn't told my subscribers and everything, but I just had a daughter. And to see that her future looking really dim because of what the Democratic Party is doing, it really it really hit me emotionally. And it's every time I'm on a bus headed to work, and tears just come out my eyes because I'll be like, I can't let my daughter go through this. We got to make appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, just thinking that she may not have the luxury, the freedoms that even I had growing up. What I believe I had. Even under the Democratic Party, I still felt free. To make my own decisions and everything. But that it's possible that she may not even have that. You know, nah, man. I'm ready to go out on a limb with this. You know, I appreciate it, Lavetta. Thank you. Subscribe, please. Subscribe. If you don't know about me, I'm actually 36. A lot of people don't believe that. I'm 36 years old. Military veteran, 11 years. I'm still in. I'm still in the military. Um, and I also work full time. I'm in National Guard, so I have a full time job. And I told my walkaway story. I got into politics about about 10 years ago. About 9 years ago. About 9 years ago, I voted for Obama the first term. And then I was so inspired by the guy, that I I was like, how did he do it? I cried when he won. I was like, how did he do it? A black man became president, first time ever. You know, um, and I was so inspired by I joined the military. I wanted to serve him. Um, and that's when I really got the red pill about America. Once I joined, all those pro-American guys in there, those hoorah. I started hearing a lot of stories, military stories, from people with different types of background, different types of cultures, and you know, um, and traditions, backgrounds, and stuff like that. White, black, Asian, Hispanic. In the military, it's like It's like, we have hardships, we have hard times and everything, but you know, at the end of the day, when you go out there on the field, that you only have each other. And we ain't thinking about who's black, who's white, who's Asian, who's, Indian. We're not thinking about that. We worrying about, handling our business and making sure we each of us get home safe to our families. You know, uh, but I pretty much got off the Democratic plantation during Obama's second year in his term, and I woke up myself. I was like, why? I was like, this man is the first black president. He's so genuine. He's so smooth. He's so funny. I'm like, how can people not like this? I'm like, what's wrong? I was like, and the only thing I could think about at that time was, is it because he's black? Silly me, silly me. You know. But then I said, you know what? I'm a reasonable guy, and so I said, let me start listening to what other people has to say. I mean, this is a big world. Being in the military, I learned to, think, critical thinking, stuff like that, pay attention to details, stuff like that. So I started to do that with politics. And the things I learned was just, and the thing, because I never really was keeping track of what Obama was doing, you know. But once I started getting into it, you know, I ran into stuff like the Obama deception, the Jay Z deception. I ran into the fall of the Republic, and I watched all of them. I was just like eating and like, what, what, what? And it just made so much sense why it's so much confusion in this country. You know, I know y'all. I see y'all engaging. I'm trying to definitely. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody that said congrats. You know, and for the new people that just came in, I told them that I had a daughter born this year, and this is my first child. Yes, my first child. Her name is Trinity. You know, Trinity. Uh, that's my baby. And that's just more motivation for me to do something. I mean, as you can see, I'm a mellow guy. I can raise my voice. I could talk hood. I even rap. I sing. I do all of that stuff. I write music. But I this stuff. I just felt like I had to do something about it. I didn't know there was so many black conservatives out there. But then when uh, I go online and I see all these black conservatives, I'm like, I'm not the only one. It's great. I mean, I've seen, like, the famous black conservatives, but I'm talking about like ordinary people. But then now when I can see the lifestyles now simply by how people uh, behave. I could tell what part of the political aisle they lean on, either left or right. You know, I got into stuff like studying human behavior, psychological warfare, the power of the subconscious mind, the 48 laws of power, stuff like that, and the art of seduction. You know, I was into that stuff. Hypnosis. I was into that stuff. I always liked that type of stuff, and everything just makes so much more sense to me now. And then I reached out, and I'm online now, and I realized that a lot of conservatives is just like this. They've been here. They've been like this, and I'm just getting here. So this is how I woke up. It's not that somebody woke me up. I actually was interested in learning more, and that woke me up. Let me see some stuff here. What you got going on? Oh yeah, liberals are definitely terrified. I mean, you see how they going at Kanye throat. Like they really. Like they going at him like if he's the next Dr. Martin Luther King or something. Like they really going at him, you know. And that's the thing. I barely could sleep last night because that just it was just on my mind. Like these people claim they so for black communities and all this extraness, but then they gonna get up there and say, "Oh, he uh, um just shows you he don't know how to read or something like that." He said, and that he's a token Negro. What the hell? What the hell is that? I mean, I know what they talking about. I know what they talking about. But like, where they come from saying this? It makes you want to look at them and say, so what we like a house Negro? Like, what are you trying to say? Because if you're saying, oh, because we support Trump, that makes us a house Negro because Trump is white, and I'm like, okay, and guess what? Black people don't own a Democratic Party. Black people don't run the DNC. So who are you cooning for? That's what I hit them with. They sit back like, hey, you're right, you're right. When they can't argue, they can't argue. Friends will sit there and talk to you for a short while, but a lot of liberals they can't debate, they can't argue. I've been trying so hard to get liberals to go live with me, Skype with me, so I could debate them for you guys and post it up. A lot of them just they not interested in debating at all. They just want to cuss, call you kinds of names, and block you off their Facebook or whatever. They're not trying to talk. I appreciate it, David, Todd. I appreciate that. You know, hopefully everything that I'm doing it works out. That what we're doing. Hopefully it works out. But we're winning, so everything's looking good, right? True, true. Tommy, please. Yeah, you're right. A lot of Democrats are conservative. They just don't know it. They just don't know it. They don't know the difference. They can't really tell. I mean, it's Hollywood, man. They got them just screwed up. They got them all screwed up. They rely too much on TV. You're right, Steve. You're right. They're not debaters. They're not debaters. They the haters. They're not debaters. They conditioned to completely hate. Like I'm gonna speak on. I'm gonna talk about my experiences living in the black communities. You know, um, the mindset. They are conditioned to fail. They conditioned to easily hate. They lean more on the negative energy side, which means when they first meet you, they automatically suspicious. They don't even know you. Now, I'm not saying this for all black people. Trust me, there's more good black people out here. We all just want peace. You know, I'm in New York City, if y'all didn't know, and I'm in like the middle of a liberal city. Like this is like it's mind blowing. The liberal utopia out here is ridiculous. You know, and a lot of us are peaceful. You know, we want peace. You know, it's just that we are bombarded with so much entertainment and so much negative energy. You know, to the point where you know they can't really think outside that box. Some people do. Don't get me wrong. People wake up, right? So some people do eventually come out the box. Either somebody talk to them and make them think a little differently, like I've done. A lot of people. I've red pill a lot of people in the military also. I think I'm getting left behind up here. Boy, y'all type fast. Y'all must be good at this stuff. Divide and conquer. Absolutely. That's the plan. As long as we know about it, they can't do it, right? And this is crazy because we say this to liberals all the time. We say this to liberals all the time. They just don't get it. We're like, this is divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. I'm telling you, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I want to talk. We try and unify. We try to understand each other. And they just like racist, Nazi, bigot. You know, they just losing their good, man. Yes, Kanye is protected by the Most High. As long as he stay positive, he'll be protected, and his words will live on. That's the power in words. Words are powerful. Change the world just by words. That's how powerful it is. Just like how God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And if we are children of God, then we can do the same thing. Let there be light, right? Let light shine on us. Let God bless us. May God bless us. Yes, Todd, we are winning. Steve, you from Los Angeles? You in California? Who's that? Oh, you in? Oh, okay, you in Los Angeles? Oh, whew. I hope you're on the good side. California ain't no joke right now. The Dems are satanic. Absolutely, they are. But I don't. Dems are satanic. They ran and completely conquered by Satan. Okay. Then you have some Republicans that is too. They work with them, but they Republicans. So now they trying to play along to get along. But we know these guys. We'll pick them out real quick. You in the Bronx, Tommy? That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. I was just up there the other day. I had my daughter. That's where my daughter's at. I'm in Queens. I live right by that, that new casino they put on Rockaway Boulevard right there. Bam, I'm right there. I'm near that casino somewhere. Yeah, we could pray for them and we could keep spreading the word because as long as we just don't let them get away with what they saying, about Kanye West. I'm talking to Levita. As long as we don't let them get away with this. Like when they say stuff, we have to say stuff. When they come out and they just slander, smear like they did to Kavanaugh and everything, we can't let that slide. You know what I'm saying? If we in the right and we know we in the moral, we have the moral high ground, we have to say something. I mean, we have to do something about that. We can't just allow them to just run over us with their smears and demonization. I appreciate it, Jesse Bronson. God bless you too. But I mean, this CNN, MSNBC, like it's like you like for they not forgive them for they not know what they do, you know. But then they know what they doing. So it's like, should I forgive them for this? Because they really purposely trying to deceive the people. And so, Lord, man, that's Satan at its best, man. That's Satan. Satan is in the room. We gotta get him out of there. I'm a conservative. The Democrats and Republicans used to be the same party. They split into give us an impression of two parties. Absolutely, absolutely, I agree. It was the good minds of some people that was a part of these parties that decided to fight against the grain. But the grain has always been on our shoulders. I mean, the devil always been on our shoulders. Through goodwill and blessings from God, we able to fight these people off. It's always that it always gets down to when we on our last breath. And then we start fighting back. It's like we got the strength of Goliath or something. We just throw them off, and now we battling life or death. You said Dianne Feinstein confronted Murkowski in the halls of the Senate. She honestly looked demon possessed. Not just in that, she looked demon possessed all the time. And you hear some things she been saying. Eesh, like she's, I mean, she just so she do look whacked. Like she do look like she like she don't like she don't even care if you see she evil. Like that's how bad she look. Like I mean, I ain't talking about her physical. I'm talking about her energy, her aura that she gives off. You know, her behavior is like she don't even care. And then they try to act like they care. They put up a front. Yeah. As far as with Kanye West, I heard that that him and Trump and a lot of people behind the scenes they've been planning to do this ahead of time. So Kanye was kind of planning on jumping off that cliff into the red pill sea, if that's what you want to call it. He was planning to do that. I always kind of knew Kanye knows something about what's going on because even through his songs, I don't know if all y'all heard all his songs. I heard all his songs. That don't mean I like all his songs, but I heard all his songs. And Kanye got a lot of conscious lyrics in his songs. You know, he got a nice song called "Jesus Walks." I'm sure a lot of y'all probably heard that before. You know, he got that song he did with I don't know what's the lady name, but she was singing. He was talking about the distraction that black women go through and stuff like that, and trying to go to school and stuff like that. How it's difficult for them. That was a really nice song. And then he came out with that "New Slaves." I was like, oh boy, he's gonna do it. And then after that, it was him doing that rant, doing a concert, and I was like, he's really doing it. And then they sent him to a psych ward or whatever. They locked him up and forced him into a psych ward or whatever the case is. Just so he's crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy. Look, he went to a psych ward. That don't mean you're crazy. I mean they think you're crazy, so they send you to a psych ward. But like he said, all the geniuses, they call him crazy. They say Einstein was crazy. They say Steve Jobs was crazy. They say Kanye crazy. He a multi-millionaire. Okay? Call him crazy. I'll be crazy. Give me a couple $1 million. I'll be crazy. Call me that all you want to. They say Donald Trump crazy. Come on. Seem like crazy doing pretty good out here. Yeah, Trump cheated. Yeah, of course. Did somebody say that? That Trump cheated? They don't have, I mean, liberals don't have no excuses, man. None. None. Only thing that, I mean, that's all. They have no good excuse, but they have excuses. Okay, they have excuses. They just don't got a good excuse. They're really bad at what they do, especially when you psychologically inclined and you can read between the lines. They just look stupid, and they know they do. They know they do. They just wait. They just want the people that's completely uninformed to fall for everything they say. But yeah, man. But them the way they went at, I mean, it wasn't just CNN. Like if you got these celebrities like fan pages and stuff like that, like you know Ti, Snoop Dogg, like these guys, they out of their daggone mind. Like they really lost it. Like these guys really lost it. Like they really think Donald Trump is this racist white supremacist. Come on, man. Like seriously, a couple of years ago you was shaking his hand, Snoop Dogg. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I think they know the scoop. Like, black people are stupid, minorities are stupid, Democrats are stupid, and I'm just gonna use them to get paid. Fuck 'em. I mean, I think they know that, and that's their whole mentality. Because ain't no way. Listen, if I know it, I know they know it, and they dealing with these people every day. So I know they know it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the point where, bro, I ain't trying to talk. You leading the charge of this deception. I'm not the one, dude. I'm not the one. Like you leading the charge of this deception. I mean, you know what you doing to black people. You know what you doing to the black communities. You know what you're doing. That mean you my enemy, bro. That mean you my enemy. Some people you could talk to, some people you could sway to get on the right side, but then there's some people that's just gonna be your enemy. You ain't no talking to them. You just gotta show them. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Give me a platform with these dudes, man. I'm gonna chew them alive. I'm gonna chew them alive and spit them out like bubblegum. Yeah, a lot of celebs sold out to them, and they be in that, they admit it in they in their music and all of that. Even in interviews, they be like, "You sold out to the, I had to sell my soul," and they chuckle. Make me want to just punch right through the screen. Bam! Shut up. Knock all their teeth out. Now they no longer marketable. These guys are just, I was just reading their remarks and their responses. I'm like, yo, these people, they really this stupid? Like, 95% of black voters is voting Democrat. Not that don't mean, I want y'all to understand something. That do not mean that 95% of the black population. No. Most of the black population don't vote. They don't care to vote. Some of them feel like ain't no hope for black people in the system. They don't even apply to vote. Then you got a lot of them that's like, I don't trust neither one of them. No. So they don't vote. So you got like probably half of the black population, that don't vote. Or they or some of them is independent, and others of course is like Republican, maybe libertarian, a little sprinkled here and there, you know. But but 95 of the black people that do vote Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Yo, I love me some Diamond and Silk. Who like Diamond and Silk? Who like Diamond and Silk? I like Diamond and Silk. They remind me of my sisters. I love some Diamond and Silk. Yeah. What about Brandon Tatum? How many of y'all know about Uber Guy? Y'all know about Uber Guy? Love Diamond and Silk. Love Deanna. Man, I saw them in Congress. I was like, yes, yes. When they had that hearing, they fighting, man. They fighting for our rights, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Who know who? How many of y'all know about Anomaly? Love Uber Guy. That's my boy, man. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Uber Guy. He's a cool guy, man. He's a cool guy. New York Black Conservative. That's me. I am one. That's you. That's you. What did I say? Uh, that's Tommy. Tommy Dig. Eight. You saying you were a black conservative? What's that? You talking about Tommy Robinson? I love him. Love what the man is doing out there in the UK. Love him. Black conservative patriot. Yes. And we just need everybody's backing, man. Just stand behind us, support us, help us, share our material. If we making sense to you, and we can wake some people up, then share the content, because words is powerful. We winning just by discussing this with each other and debating the left. You know, yeah, I've seen a lot of walk away videos. I've seen a lot of black people walking away from the Democratic Party. Beautiful, love it, love it. Sometimes I watch them two, three times. I watch a couple before I go to bed. I was like, I can sleep peacefully now. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. That's the real support right there. I'm not a see. I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's a lot of people out here talking politics, but they not really trying to share their platform or help other people get the word out. They just try to make their content, and then they make it so that you can't share the content. I'm like, what's up with these people? They call themselves conservative, and they know we need to get the word out, and I'm trying to share their content, and I can't. questionable, man. Like, what's your motives, bruh? What's your motives? How many of y'all know about the Amazing Locust? I think that kid is funny. Like, he be having me laughing. He be having me laughing. If y'all can help me out, because I'm out here in New York. If y'all know some black conservatives that's doing YouTube and everything, making YouTube content and stuff like that, and they're from New York, drop their name down there. If you know some people, I'll make sure I write those names down so I can probably link up with these people. I know one of them. I think he called himself the Black Conservative. I'm not sure. Uh, I think it's New York Conservative or something like that. Black New York Conservative or something like that. He's out here. And then there was this conservative Mexican guy. He said he was running for off for I think he said for he running for office, one of the office. I don't know what exactly position he's for, but it's a Mexican guy running. He's a conservative, brilliant guy. I gotta keep pressing live chat because it seems like I'm getting lost in the chats. Yeah, I love to hear that, Tommy. That's right. Be proud of who you are and push for freedom, man. Push for freedom, man. Push conservative values. I'm not new to this stuff. I'm new to YouTube. I'm new to actually going online and talking about it. But I've pretty much been a conservative for like going on 10 years now. Not even 25%. It was just 10%, 5, 10%. They never win another election again unless they're able to get all these illegal immigrants in so they can vote for them. Because that was the whole plan. Get a bunch of people here who don't know anything about the Constitution. They don't know anything about the American values, and be like, you can vote. Like, how much sense do that make? Like, really, really, how much sense do that make? Allow these people to come in here and they don't even know our first president of the constitutional republic. How man, listen, what we allow them to come here and do here, we can never do in their country. But I tell y'all the fight is real, man. I need y'all to be strong. If y'all not making content, which one of y'all up here make content? Like, yeah, you do this, making videos and stuff. Who makes videos and stuff? And if I'm not following you, I'll follow you. What was that? C. Rennick. I don't know how to say your name, but I read what you're saying, and that's what made me make this. That's what motivated me to make this live because I was so upset about the name calling, unnecessary, completely unnecessary. Oh, he's just a token Negro. Like, it's like liberals can say whatever they want to say, but if we just say a pinch of anything that don't have nothing to do with racism, they're gonna take it that way. They take it that way, and this is how you know they're not genuine. They ain't genuine about nothing. They're not honest about anything. They constantly lying. They constantly trying to demonize. Who the hell want to be a part of a party like that? You want to trust these people running the country, and you can see them lying to you right in your face constantly? I will never vote Democrat again. I'll tell you that. Shalala is a conservative. She's from New York. She has a good channel. That's her name, Shalala. So if I type Shalala in, that's the name of the channel. Because I'll look it up and I'll reach out to her. Probably do a video talk and post it up so you guys can see it. Who here got Skype and don't mind having a Skype discussion with me for my channel? I told you I live like in the middle of a liberal city, so it's like everywhere is liberal. So I'm talking to people and trying to get people to get on, and they don't want to be on camera talking politics at all. But you know why? You know why? Because they know they don't know jack diddly squat. Well, that wouldn't mean well, Jesse, that wouldn't mean I'm smarter than you. That would I don't know. Was you talking to me? I'm just reading. I'm like, but that you probably was unaware. You probably was busy. You focused on one thing, focused on another thing, and then because what Democrats do is they force their agenda down your throat. They force they policies down your throat. They don't want you asking what their policies is for. Or they don't like that. They just say this is what we want to do, and this is what we're gonna do, and you're gonna vote for me so I can do it. I mean, that's all. That's how they do things. They don't want you asking them about the policies. That's why they make it so simple. Free healthcare. You want free healthcare? Like, how can you not want free healthcare? But they ain't gonna tell you the details of it. When you ask about it, that's gonna bother them. Because then they gotta explain it to you. No, they just want to. That's why they give it easy names, simple names. So therefore, you want it. I mean, hell, I'm a conservative. I want free healthcare, but I know it ain't possible. At least nobody came up with something that a way to make it possible that's not going to rob one class from another. Oh, oh yeah. I wanted to punch Don Lemon right through the screen. Man, I don't even want to say too much because I don't want them trying to demonetize my stuff. Because they, no matter what video I come out with, as soon as I drop a video, they like demonetized. I'm like, man, I'm talking about spreading love. Try love, like Kanye said. Try love, right? And then just demonetize. They're like, oh, third eye philosophy? Demonetize. They're fascists, absolutely. Yeah, Margaret Saint. Yes, Steve. Yes, yes. I learned about her, and after that, it was like, wow. And then I heard Hillary Clinton say she admired her. She's so wonderful. Well, she she want to just do what she tried to do. Hillary Clinton is all. She's so open with evil. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, that's their policy. They just destroy America. That's pretty much all I get from it. Yeah, just yeah, I kind of figured you was, but but back to what I was saying to you, yeah, you probably was red pilled around 2016. I was red pilled like 2009, going on 10. Um, but it don't mean that you're smart. It don't mean I'm smart. Don't mean you're smart. No, it's just that now we aware. We are aware of what they're doing. So therefore, now we're able to make more better decisions about what we're going to do when it comes to it don't mean I'm smarter. I'm just aware of it. But of course, the other people they're going to think I'm smart because of the fact that I'm saying things that they don't understand, they don't know about. So they like, oh, this guy knows a lot. No, it's just common sense stuff. A lot of this is just common sense stuff. He needs his ass whooped. And David Todd about to get busy. He about to get busy. You're gonna see David Todd walk on the screen one time. They're gonna be airing live. He died. Hey, bop. Live on TV. I'll be back. I'll be in the back cheering. All right, see Rennick, thank you. Enjoy. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Red pilled in the 80s. Woo! I wasn't, well, I was born 82, so, but you've been red pilled and aware of this probably before I was born. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, the name is familiar. The name is familiar. You know, I haven't did a live video in like since the last time I did it, which is months ago. And I'm just not used to this, you know. I'm not used to this. I'm trying to get used to it though, because I feel like I gotta speak out more, you know. You know, right? Yeah, whatever happened to common sense, which is true. They don't have it no more, man. They pushing people so far away from common sense. Like every time Kanye get up and say, "Listen, listen," he even said, "I don't agree with Trump with everything, but you can't get nowhere hating. You can't get nowhere trying spewing hate all day. It ain't gonna do nothing but cause more friction, more war, more problems, more arguing, more fighting." You know, he said, "Just try love, try to understand, try to reach out and understand the other side." That's common sense. And they on the other side, like, what's wrong with him? He's nuts. He's nuts. like, 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 it just shows you that they know what they're doing. Like, they doing this on purpose. Like, these are the enemies of the people. Like, for real, for real. CNN is ridiculously off the edge. Like, they might as well just put on Dracula suits and do their broadcast. Yeah, Bill Clinton fooled a lot of people. Could you believe in the black neighborhoods they call him the first black president? Black communities, you know what it is? They make a trend out of something ridiculous like that, and they make a trend out of it. You know, they make a trend out of it, and the people just you know they just go along with it because it's a trend. You know, um, just like they'll say Donald Trump is orange or something stupid like that. You know, as long as the media keep putting it out there, you got these artists putting it in their songs. Eminem talking about he's orange. You know, it's like they make it a trend. They make it cool to hate. You know, and that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. And from somebody who used to write gangster hip hop music, you know, when I was well, not too long ago, probably like 10 years ago, I used to make music. I still write music. I still make music, but it's more positive now. But I digress. You know, they make it a trend to hate, to not trust, to not care about friends, to do drugs, sell drugs. You know, you know, um, stuff like that, and it just destroys the community. These kids grow up on this negative music, you know, and they force it down our throats. It's, every day you turn on the radio, it's playing that music, you know. So it's like it was to a point where we can't avoid it unless you are aware of what they're trying to do, and then you'll turn off the radio. Yeah, Robert Berg. They say Robert Berg was. Well, she said it. She said that was her mentor, and he was like a Grand Dragon KKK dude or something like that. And he'd been in a Democratic Congress for. He'd been a congressman, a senator, right? He was a senator, right, for the Democrats for a long time, since the 50s or something like that, 60s. Yeah, and she gave that farewell speech to him. And I seen one of his quotes. One of his quotes was he said, um, "More than ever now." He said, "Today they need the Ku Klux Klan more than ever," or something like that. Or Grand Dragon. I don't even know what type of position that is. Is that like a the general? Like I don't know. Absolutely, Tommy. You're right. You're right. And they keep repeating it. They say it over and over and over, and that makes it true. Eventually, down the line, it becomes the truth, like by default. People just not paying attention to it. They hear it all the time, and they're not paying attention to it. A couple of years down the line, then I'm like, well, that's what they were saying. And it's like, oh, by default, it's true. It's ridiculous. I never knew music really had this type of impact on my culture, is what I would say. Yeah. So Bird was a senator. Got the perfect name, Bird, like a state leader. That sounds huge. That sounds huge. He's been a ranking Democrat, pretty much high ranking Democrat for 30 years. We really need to put terms on these seats, man. We really got to do that and just like make politics just as entertaining as anything else, so people could have a urge or motivation to be a part of it. Make everybody feel included, so therefore everybody feel like there's something that they could be, something that they could do. Because 50 years, if you got an evil person in a seat, it's like, and then he done made friends, and friends done made friends, and then now we find out he's a dirtbag. We want to kick him out, and all his friends around him want to keep him in, so they'll ignore you too. When we rowdy up and say we got to get him out of here, they all want to rowdy behind him and keep him in there. So we definitely need some terms. We need to put some terms on these seats, man. Leader of a chapter. Oh my God. He was big to the KKK, huh? Yeah. I post that saying from Malcolm X, Tommy. I post that up a lot. I post it up a lot. I even post it up. I pin it. I even tag people on it. A lot of liberals on it. I'm like, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. But that's a good quote, and it's true. Yeah, Malcolm did. He did. I mean, a lot of things that he's actually stood for, what the media said about him, it's not true. We know how the media get down. So a lot of things that they said about Malcolm X was not true. He was like a pro-black leader, but he was more about stopping the oppression, and he was for the Second Amendment. Uh, he was preaching and teaching to the black communities that we have the right, to bear arms. I mean, it's in the Constitution, and he was out there saying that if these racist cops, want to come and pretty much do illegal stuff, then did you have something to protect yourself. And I'm for that. I'm not against cops at all, um, but I do believe that some of these KKK members are police officers, and they will do the bidding of the liberal elitists. They will do the bidding. They was like, oh, we need another black person to die. We need black people, communities to be upset about white man killing black man. So therefore, go kill a black man. And that KKK member be like, absolutely. And he go out there and just do it. And then they make a ruckus. They get the media involved, and it's something huge. And then they let the KKK member cop get off from the murder, and then it's like black. They just leave the black communities upset, and they've been doing that for a very long time. hmm I think I'm gonna hang on for about another 9 minutes. It'll be a full blown hour, and I'm gonna shut this down. I'm vaping apple caramel muffin. I like the pastries, man. I can't do the fruity candy, fruity candy. It's too sweet. Too sweet. Yeah. Man, we still have. These people are still there. They still alive. They still kicking. And they some of them still have positions. But a lot of them like to work in, like around the minority communities. Because that's a part of what they do. Just antagonize and sabotage and harass other people of other races just to piss them off so they can be mad at the damn government. Right. Yes, they did say that about Malcolm X. They said the same thing about Dr. Martin Luther King. They tried to make it seem like he was only preaching for black people and that he was a criminal and he was one of the main ones that said do it peacefully. Malcolm X was like, man, shoot them if they, Malcolm X was like, I'm not playing that. You come here, you do that, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna kill you. And if we find out you did that to some people in our black communities, we're gonna come and find you, we live. Like Malcolm X was on that type. He was more of a, you know, aggressor. And him and Dr. Martin Luther King really couldn't get along that well because Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X called him a house Negro because of the fact that he was talking about uniting with white people and loving white people and stuff like that and march peacefully, and Malcolm X went with that part. Malcolm X was like, they don't kill way too many of my people, and no, this is war. And so when Malcolm X really discovered the truth about the type of stuff we know, you know, that's when he went and they pieced it up, Dr. Martin Luther King, and they was like, this man got to go because both of them against us. No, that's like Kanye and Jay-Z teamed up against the left. That'll be catastrophic for the left. And that's how that unity was. It was huge. And so they was like, we can't have this, and they kind of pieced it up. Yeah, their main goal is Jesse. Their main goal is to cause division, cause wars, because they can't win legally no more. They can't win using honesty. They can't. So the only thing they're gonna do is lie, 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 lie. They gotta divide us, divide us, divide us. So that's the only way. So now, I have fears that it's gonna get a lot worse because they know they can't win. They know they can't win. So now they strapping their bootstraps right now. They know they can't win. So they're gonna get all the Decepticons out there. They meet the Decepticon media. They're just gonna get one day. It's just gonna get straight to you know kill them. Just do it. And that's coming pretty soon. It may even start after this election coming, or maybe start before. But of course, the media are going to be spinning everything, trying to make everything look cute. Yeah. Don Lemon's what is it? Chief strategist. I said what? Chief analyst or something like that. He said the Antifa is a African American organization. My question is, how stupid do they think people is? I mean, how stupid do they think people is? You seen one of the newest things they was doing? It was blocking the road and getting physically aggressive with people. Antifa's horrible. Like that's why I can't go out there because I'm a conservative, but I ain't no punk. I can tell you that right now. You get in my face, I'm gonna knock your teeth out. It's going down just like that. It's going down just like that. I may even get so dirty that conservatives be like, "He ain't with us. We wouldn't do that to him." I just um, I just want to stay out of the problems, whatever the case is. Because my temperature it could go from 0 to 100 quick. Hmm. Yeah, George Soros organization, Antifa. Absolutely, absolutely. It's amazing how Antifa is everywhere, all around the world, right? Boy, 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 boy. I'm happy the conservatives been sitting back plotting and plotting and plotting. They was doing it so strategically. So perfect, man. So perfect. We got an upper hand now. I'm just so proud of you guys, man. For the guys that have been doing this for way longer than I even knew about it. Man, I'm so happy for you guys, man. We got the upper hand. Yeah, what pissing me off about Antifa is that, they just get out there and say they anti-fascist, but come on, man. They're doing some fascist shit to be anti-fascist, and it's right in your face. Like, something wrong when they name their organizations. George Soros, what is it? Open Society, the Open Society Foundation or some shit. I get George Soros, really, really. We got a minute and 20 seconds, and I'm gonna be logging off so I can handle a little bit of business. Yeah, Russia's they standing, they winning, but as far as their problems is over, I don't think their problems is over. They still got them sleeper cells, and Putin need to be safe because they will. Tifa is 99% whites, bunch of idiots. I agree. I agree, Jesse. Y'all hear that clinking? What the hell is that? Appreciate it, David. I appreciate you guys, man. Every time I, log on, these are be the names I'm gonna remember forever, right here. I'm like, these was the first people that started coming on my live streams, talking to me when I needed somebody to talk to, because I live in the middle of liberal city and nobody wants to talk politics. Appreciate it, David. The next step is to win. What's amazing is they give us the names of the white supremacy, the white nationalists, and we the most unified and caring group of all the groups. So it's like they giving us the names that they groups are doing. It just make me want to just reach right through the damn TV screen. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I'm a minute overdue, and if y'all haven't subscribed to this channel, I'm going to be dropping content. I may not be able to do it all the time, but I will drop more content. I'm not going to stop talking. I'm not going to stop putting the word out there. I appreciate y'all for coming on here, hanging on this live stream with me. My name is Moomin Radi. This is Third Eye Philosophy, and I will see you guys on my next stream. Take care. And share it. Share it, please.